will make sure it does not happen again. Or if it does, then I should be able to tell in advance, really. So first of all, just saying, look, it's 1.15.12 now instead of 1.15.11. So yeah, it is a new update, which you can also see here. This save is from a different version of the game and might not work with this version. Yeah, so let me just check the... what's it called? The changelog, if there's anything that actually affects us, or me to be precise. But no, it's mostly just Junefolk units, nothing that matters. A specific Vulcan corpses, which I do not have and want to counter. More translations, some mainline stuff, but yeah, I should be fine. Okay. Right, and this part about aspects like gameplay balance and story progression could be impacted. That's mostly referring to mainline content because, well, it does get changed between versions, of course, which is one of the reasons why I always did my best to keep my, what's it called? When I played a mainline campaign and streamed it, I always made sure to stick to the same version of the game, even if there was an update in between. So yeah. But we are playing user-made content, so that's not affected by this. It's only affected by updates the alpha brings out, and right now that's mostly updates that happen after I report something and it gets fixed. So, no matter for us. We abandoned Arrowgrave territory as agreed, never to return. It was a just deal. The members of the Grand Council stated that no one witnessed any elf entering or leaving Enodian's tent. And yet, some people claim to have heard strange sounds in the forest around the time he was found dead. But none of this was enough to extinguish the flames surrounding the elvish leader's exalted egos. Their brash and unrelenting demeanor disappointed me deeply. It used to be that only the eldest and wisest of us could rise to the highest ranks as members of the Kalian and Westmere. Decisions were made after meticulous deliberation and careful planning, always taking into account our needs, desires, and hopes as a civilization. Selfish interests, personal quarrels, and such were swept aside for the purpose of our councils. I cannot say that the current state of affairs had taken me by surprise. I had already seen our culture decay towards the end of the previous age. After peace on the continent was secured by the men of Wesnoth, our Kalian was gradually plagued by inexperienced leaders with ambitious plans, leading up to the greatest mistake of all: Westmere's alliance with Zangar, in anticipation of the fall of Urdir. Still, what happened in the northern country was my fault to some extent. Keeping our kin united under a single banner was supposed to be my mission as well. How could I be so foolish as to allow Gallus to delegate leadership to such an unprepared handful? Perhaps they would have fared better with the elf who led them to new prosperous lands in the first place. Scenario 4. Terror at Dusk. Whoa! Let me just screenshot this. So this is probably also a change from the latest version. It doesn't really affect us, at least not anymore. And yeah, it's still something that has to be fixed. I hope you don't mind me. 1.4.12. Yeah, so I'm just gonna remove this once the story part is over, and when new ones pop up I will screenshot them again and send him, forward them to the author. That is the sound of those blasted creatures. That's unusual. Could they be behind the death of Enodian? But then, the Chaos Empire must not be in disarray as we'd thought. They shall pay for the senseless destruction and bloodshed they caused. Let us get rid of them before they bring more strife to this country. So, we've got a lot of gold, so this should not be a problem. First of all, I don't want to see this. Second of all, let's go. And of course, fairies. There's our Shrek Slayer. And Inky, we've got an Inky as well. And so far, I think no one else got named. Intelligent and resilient is the priority, of course. Then, so over there are Shaxtals. There as well, there's a human animal leader, Chaos Empire dude, and we are gonna destroy those guys over there first, and then move on to the other two, so I can crush them as divided as much as possible. I divide them and then crush them as much as that is possible. So as always, I select for Resilient Intelligent because they are more tanky. But I'm also getting those two because they are level 2 or almost level 2. Look, it's a razor bird. Wonder if you can see this stuff. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So, problem. The long watch is first, which is gonna make wiping them out a bit more difficult. After all, I do not deal as much damage as I would do during daytime. But I think that's doable. Also, Malkasha deals way more damage as, well. Wait, what? I'm confused. Alright, both Focus 1 and Focus 2 gave me 2 strikes for Ensnare. I did not expect it, it's more than I thought. So as I said, my units are well, surprisingly weak. Or rather, because it's nighttime, my units are weak. So I'm gonna mess them first before I strike at them. And let's not overdo it with the units. Sure, I've got a lot of gold and I could totally spend it all in this one turn. But actually, I would like to have some gold for the next scenario as well. Okay, I feel they've been nerfed or something. Not sure, but maybe. See, I can easily take this village. They cannot threaten me. Anyway, as you can see, even though I might be lacking some damage, so they do. They would be somewhat of a threat if I was allowing them to group up with the other two. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna allow that. Running into this one, trying to charge this one also has the additional, has the side effect that I run away from the ones that come from down there, from the left side, downside. Meaning I don't have to fight them during nighttime, at least. Once they manage to catch up to me, nighttime will be almost over. Yeah, that was not as many hits as I was hoping for, but okay. This one is luckily not a threat to begin with, especially not with my Uber Fairy so close by. Just stopping him from attacking me. Then let's get a bit of vision. Also, Uber Fairy stays behind to stall them. After all, she is the tankiest of the bunch. Okay. But there's not much hope for those villages over there, because, well, as you can see, I'm very much running away. But I'm trying to compensate with the villages over there. But those guys just run for now. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. So yeah, Uber Fairy is doing a good job at stalling them just by being there, because they do not dare to attack. So blocks their way, and if they move too close, they lose their moves as well. So there's that. Like, remember, right now my aim is to stall. So even if I'm not destroying those guys over there, that's fine, because that's not my goal right now anyway. This was a misclick. But actually that's not that bad a move. Like, I want to keep this one safe, of course, from those guys down there. Then also this one, and preferably from this one as well. Yep, this sounds good enough. Then those guys can still attack, which I do not like. My fairies, or rather my sprites, horrible at tanking. Just know. So I'm gonna keep them behind the somewhat more tanky units until this whole thing is over. Ouch. But yeah, those villages are gone. But nighttime. Oh snap! This is a special time of day schedule. As you can see, every single turn lasts twice as long. So the long dark doesn't last 4 turns for me right now, but 8 turns. So up to like until turn 11 comes around, yeah, I will have to deal with this. Also, this was a misclick. Until turn 11 comes around, it's gonna be dark. Very dark indeed. First of all, just destroy this one. It's not... Oh yeah, this... I think I should not have even tried that. Because, well, retaliation, this thing deals so much damage, it can literally one-shot my fire fairy. Even the tanky ones. So, and I was just lucky that it didn't happen. And I do not like relying on luck. Truly. Up. Okay, this should be fine. Elinia is almost leveled up, so I don't have to worry much about her lack of health. Those guys are mostly spreading poison, so no focus damage from them, that's great. Perfect. Okay, this is weird. Okay, first of all, Elinia needs a level up. Perfect. Then I want more hit points, obviously. So actually, what can I get out of this? Right, it drains special, so maybe I should go for Taunt soon. Okay, Fairy Fire right now is not quite worth it, because it replaced my Mystic Fire with a 9 times 3 damage instead of a 6 times 5 damage. That is a little bit less damage, especially against Shaxtils, like this runner for example, or the drone. So yeah, or even the humans. You can see more resistance against arcane damage than against other kinds of damage. What I'm trying to do right now is heal my units, also cure the ones that are poisoned. Okay, this one is far away, so luckily not a threat right now. Like, the annoying part about this one is of course that they can just ignore my zones of control skirmishing. Be gone, please. Those guys are dealing way too much damage for my taste right now. My hope there is that this one attacks over there and blocks him from attacking over there. But sadly I do not have any guarantees of this right now. Oh, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Now they are safe. So, this is another level 3 unit in speed. Just making sure that it actually levels up. This one, no chance of killing them, but pretty good chance of weakening them enough. Perfect. Another first spirit. Then this one is still annoying, so I'm just gonna ignore him. Raider. I try to move my Kesha over to destroy this one. That would be the best for me. Or thanks Mini Morgul for following me, even though it usually still scares me when I hear that sound. But that's not on you, that's on me. Die. Okay, maybe not perfect, but good enough. Yeah, and can I even reach over there? That's also a good question. Yes, yes I can, that's good enough. Perfect. Then Gallus is safe, this one is not safe, and I wanna change that. Just to be very safe now. Perfect. And with this, most of the army is, well, removed. There should be some coming from down there after they've taken my villages. See? But I don't think they are really much of a threat. So, a razor bird and a headhunter. It's not a problem. It's more like a gift. Perfect. And this one to take this village over there, or maybe this one, because quick. Yep. Die. Thanks. I was saying thanks for dying, exactly like this. Then this one, Gallus is pretty much out of the fight at this point, because he will need forever to heal. But I'm just gonna drag him around with Illinia in hopes of, well, getting something out of it at least. So in this one I moved out from the village to take that village over there instead next turn. Now that there's no real threat left. So this should... oh yeah, there's an axe over there. Sadly, I don't have a single unit that can use axes, and even if I did, it's just a very small improvement. So it's fine with letting it lie around. I might recruit a skeleton warrior just to show you what the item does. But I'm never gonna use him in a battle. Okay, the only sort of challenge in this scenario left for me is to defeat the southern leader, the southwestern leader to be precise, because it's a level 3 chaos lawkeeper and they deal a lot of damage to my fairies. So I have to be careful not to get any of them killed while I, well, kill him. Yeah, I could, like, I've got pretty good chances at killing him before he kills me, but it's not a risk I need or want to take. Also, Alinea is still the mobile healer. So there's that. Another assault drone over there. Mini Mogul, I decided to restrict the rule of renaming fairies or units of I have to the name of the viewer. So you can just so according to those rules I cannot name it Puppet, I can only name it Mini Mogul. If that's still alright with you, I will of course rename it to Mini Mogul. But yeah. Actually, I don't know. I'm actually having trouble remembering why I made that restriction. And I'm just guessing that I had some reason. Okay, Mini Mogul. Then, do you have any preference for the traits, or, well, is any combination fine? Like, personally, I prefer the resilient quick or the resilient intelligent or intelligent resilient combination, because when you're playing only with fairies you don't have any tanks, and so you want your fairies to be as tanky as possible, and well, that's the trait combination for that. Also, whoa, you almost killed me. Quick and resilient. Then first of all, do I have that combination in play right now? Type Fire Fairies, quick and resilient. This one. There you go. Mini Mogul. So, congrats for joining me in battle. But benefits of having a unit named after yourself, which is a fairy, are that I will try to almost always use it in any scenario. Yeah. It won't be always possible because, well, I only have finite gold, but it will be possible almost always. Is dead. And Gallus is almost leveled up. Let's give him just a little bit more XP so he can actually get his... what's it called? His Berserk special. And by the way, I do like purple, so choosing a purple heart was a good decision from my point of view. Ouch. So I do not want this one to die, so I'm not gonna go for the Mystic Fire, which has a chance of killing it. Same with this one. Water Armor Art's pretty good, but not good enough for my taste. Actually, what are my arts there? Yep. Okay, so... Wait, what? No! What did I do? Was this a weak one? Yeah, this was a weak one. My bad. So let's just pretend this didn't happen. Redo the things I did and just... well... if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Nice. So if I give him 2 more kills, he can just remove the enemy, the South one enemy leader by himself. Which is the plan anyway. I'm also pretty glad that I did not accidentally get your unit killed just after you named it. Yeah, this is the Chaos Lawkeeper, which will be having trouble with eating. Because, well, this one deals arcane damage on ranged. That's like, even during daytime, they deal 7 damage per hit. That's 28 damage, and when your unit only has... how much? 44 at most. That is a lot. Especially when they have some units as backup. So I do not quite dare to move my units too close to him. Oh, come on. I was really hoping for a couple of hits there. Okay, this should be safe enough, I think. Yeah, this is safe enough indeed. Okay. So I'm quite willing to stall a bit more than this, because I really want to level up for him, and the early finish bonus is not much more than what I can get right now, so I'm fine with not getting it, or at least with letting it shrink a little bit. Also, no, this was a bad idea because of leadership. This unit deals so much damage it can one-shot my fairies. So, and there we go, the Fury special, the Berserker weapon special to be precise. My next items are gonna be, my next upgrades for him are going to be the armor, because with, well, you know, Berserk is really harsh on health, so I do want to give him a bit more resistance when he gets hit. And he's a free kill now, this guy. Because although he is not as strong as my Übergallus in Invasion from the Unknown, he is plenty strong to take down ranged units. Just leeching some XP first. Like, this is not intended to like kill them or something. It's just, by hitting them I get free XP, and since he can't attack me back next turn, I'll be fine. Don't die it, vermin! We want some answers before crushing your useless skull against the rocks. And do you really believe I would speak? You can torture me as much as you want, but you won't get anything from me. Stupid. Let him. The bastard. A Kuba. He and the Iron Triad must be behind this. But what are they trying to accomplish? They want to take revenge on us and our kind after Argan's death, of course. It seems as long as the cult exists, so will the Chaos Empire. This was the last one, and it doesn't seem like there are any more groups coming here. So basically, because there was no guarantee that you would kill this one last, those are two separate events. Let's not worry a lot about them. These pathetic weaklings are nothing compared to the hordes we fought before. Let's proceed to Tirigaz now, quickly. Why don't we go after their leaders and put an end to this stupid one now? No, it would be a highly reckless choice. We don't know what kind of enemies we might be facing other than Malhekuba. You have not forgotten our last encounter with him, have you? We are at a disadvantage without more information about them. Their leaders, their weapons, their plans. This is why we must find Zogdanol first. Very well then. So 104 bonus gold for that next scenario. And you know what? This was just short scenario, so I think I can do the next one. I'm just gonna take like a 5-minute break. So yeah. See you in 5 minutes if you want to stick around. And as always, I will recall named units. And only fairies, of course. But yeah, 5-minute break from now on.